Hi guys, hope everybody is doing really well. This is the part 2 and the guess of all the items in the tool haul. So there's some really cool items indeed. But this is the part 2, so without further ado, let's get into the part 2 and see what there is. So basically, we'll take this out and we'll talk about this separately because it deserves its own mention. And then we'll have a look at these items here. Now, obviously, if you guys might remember, I absolutely adore these little Bako Sweden clamps. I think they're absolutely fantastic. This one is a 3-inch. Well, I've just purchased an 8-inch version of that, and it's pretty dang rank. I mean, you can see the amount of gunk and all the rest of it in there. But you can see it's quite a nice example. It's a Bako 264 made in Sweden, which is the 8-inch version, and it's a rather handsome clamp indeed. It's still got the original feet to it, and you can see obviously it's the bigger brother to this guy here. But yeah, so really happy to pick that up, and it's a beautiful clamp, and I just like the way they actually works, where you don't actually need a massive big toggle. You can just have a bar, which obviously you can use and turn with different ways. So it's kind of useful, and I just think it's a clever design. And they made this from the early 1920s, even earlier, right up till the 50s, 60s, 70s even, because I've got it in different catalogues, which I'll show in a different video. So I don't know, I can't remember if there's a 12-inch, but it's getting towards the bigger end of those clamps, and I think it's rather handsome. It's a bit bent, but it's not too bent. A bit of heat on there and I might be able to straighten it, but that's going to take a lot of cleaning. The next guy is this Bako, and now this got paint in it, so you're not going to be able to see it. This is a Bako Sweden number 73 12-inch, but this is a very early example of it, with the very early round. This is from the 1930s, I reckon. So this is a nice example, so I'm going to clean this up and put this on my Bako display wall, hopefully. So that's a nice little example. The other item is a Bako 188 pipe cutter, which is a very early 1920s pipe cutter. Obviously you guys might remember I did a more modern version of one of these. I painted it up a little bit, and then obviously this one has got the green on the handle, which I painted. Love this colour, really nice. But this is obviously a much earlier, this is the original to that more modern design, obviously with the upgrades of a more temperature sensitive handle, and a slightly different mechanism. This one is missing one of the wheels, which is a shame, but it's still got the original handle, and it's a very early example indeed, which is fantastic. So really happy with these items. They're both gonna look really nice on the wall when I finish the display. They're going to take a lot of cleaning though, but I'll do it. They'll definitely get done over the next coming months, so I'm looking forward to that. Right, so let's have a look at the other item, which is the star of the show. All right, let's have a look at that. Right guys, so this is the other item in the lot, and the last item I'm going to show you today, which is in the guess the price. This is the very earliest Bako you can get. It's even before Bako, and it says Eoping or something, which is the name of the area where Bako was made, and that's the Bako factory. And this is the name of the factory. It's before even Bako, and you see there they're putting paint on it, because basically it's just at the time when they're trying to compete with the Clyburn to get the first adjustable. Now how you tell it's the older one is that the very oldest ones, which is from 1892 till 1902 these were made, have a narrower neck and go wider at the end of the handle. And then the next one in line is this one. This is the first one. The next one in the line is this one, and this is the thin handle, and this is from 1903 to 1910. And as you can see, they're starting to mark them Bako, and they are narrower at the tip and wider at the end. Then they changed the design again from 1910 to 1915. They went to this design, which is the Bako number 3, and as you can see, it's straight all the way down. And this is the design, more modern design, before they went into this, which is in the 1913s or so, 1920s. They came out with this design, just here, and you can see that this one is obviously reinforced with that beading around the edge. But what you're looking at here is the full history of Bako, the 4 earliest designs they ever made of the offset head. So obviously we're talking 1892, 1903, 1910, and then 1910 to 1915, then 1915 onwards, we're talking this design. So I think that's really, really fascinating to me, the 4 designs, and this is the first one I've ever managed to acquire of the very, very earliest Bako, and it's very special. And the price I paid, which was the auction price, because that's how I met the chap of all these items came from, is I bought an item from him, then we got chatting, and then I bought some more items and he posted it all together, and we did some swaps, and I sent him some items as well. So I hope you found that interesting. For me, it's absolutely fascinating that basically you've got the history of Bako here, wide at the end, narrow at the end, straight, and then you've got the reinforced bits at the beginning. So nice collection there. So thank you very much for everyone watching. Hopefully everyone found it slightly interesting. All right, have a fantastic day. Don't forget to put in the comments which item you think is the coolest. For me, it's 100% is this, the very first Bako tool ever made. This is this one, the first ever spanner they ever made, shall I say. They didn't even mark it Bako because it's pre-Bako. It says Eoping or something, which is the name of the factory in Vadstad or something, Vadstad in Sweden. So, and then you've got Bako and all these, as you can see, as the name changes. All right, hope everyone enjoyed that. Take care. Don't forget to have a guess in the comments. All right, bye.